Howdy folks, Bullerat66 back once again with another World of Tanks review, and this one is another artillery. I really do like artillery. I'm not just an artillery player, I also play TDs and heavies as well, but I just want to go ahead and get the artillery reviews kind of out of the way. And I decided on the Russian line, because I've sold most of them, because they're, I don't know, right up until you get to this one, they're big boxy buses is what the way I look at them. Except for this one, I do really like the Tier 10. Now, if you take a look at this, it's big, kind of bulky. However, speed limit is 50. It's not like those big buses you were driving before this, like the SU-14 and so on. This one here has some speed to it, and the traverse speed, 24 degrees, not that bad. Engine power, 1050. Power to weight ratios, not that bad at all. Front hull armor, 75. Side 50 and rear 30. If anybody has seen these, anybody who does play World of Tanks and you've seen these scoop-like things on the back, I'm sure you probably know what they are. But what they would do is they would drop those down, back up a little bit, and that'll give them a little bit of added protection from when they fire. Those things have such force that it would drive that vehicle back, and with that dug in the ground, that keeps them from being knocked back as far. Your rate of fire 1.71. However, with the gun rammer, I think I've got this one down to about 32 seconds. So I think that would be like about a 1.9, 1.8. So yeah, it does help. And of course, I've got the gun lane drive and the camo net. Gotta have those just so that your reticle will actually close in quicker and you have extra protection from being able to be spotted. View range is 390, signal range 720, very good. Shell damage 1275 to 2125. Now a lot of the tier 10s have 2200 hit points. So if you hit them right, you have a chance of one-shotting a lot of the tanks you're going to be coming across. However, that is going to take the perfect shot to do so. I get a lot of low-end damages, or I get a lot of splash damages. What do we have on the splash range? 4.91 splash range. So you can still do damage, however, it may be minimal at 4 meters away from the tank when it drops down and hits them. One of the good things about this, it is kind of a straight shooter. So if you end up getting into a TD mode situation, because it's more of a straight shooter, doesn't have the arc like most arty, you have a better chance of hitting your target in TD mode. I have found this to be very accurate in TD mode. In fact, a lot of people who drive this will have 2 or 3 AP rounds that they have access to just for that situation. If they know that they're getting overrun and they know they're going to be doing some TD shots, they will go ahead and load the armor piercing. Now if you look at the armor piercing, it will penetrate 270 to 450 armor. So that's pretty much most of the armor in the game. And the damage is 825 to 1375. So you got somebody who's already damaged up and he's coming in a heavy tank, you have a better shot at taking him out in one shot. Whereas the penetration on the HE is only 77 to 128. So it's going to take a lucky shot basically. You want to try to drop these in on top of them where their armor's not that good. So that's pretty much everything about this one. If you're going to use the gold HE, it gives you a little bit better explosion range, but I don't really see a benefit to it unless you're the kind of person that knows you're going to miss a lot. But your credit cost is going to be so phenomenal if you're loading gold that you're not going to make any money even on a good win. Even if you do tons and tons of damage, chances of you making money using the gold HE is very, very slim. So let's go ahead and go into a couple of games in it. Now, I don't have editing software, so we just go in and whatever happens, happens. I don't sit there and play replays of things that, you know, definitely only show you a good game. I'd much rather go ahead and play it live while I'm recording it than to throw in some replays at the end. We're on Swamp, not that bad of a map for Arty. However, there's a lot of places for them to hide. Awful lot of places. Swamp. Now, if anybody's dumb enough to come through the swamp, because that does slow your vehicles down, if anybody does do that, then I've got a shot at most of them anyway. So I am going to go up by our cap. It seems like a lot of the games that I've been getting into today, I have been the only artillery on our side. Of course, they only have one as well, and that's the GWE 100, which has a higher splash range area than what I do. I think it even has a higher damage output, only by, what, 50, about 50 hit points. But it has a longer reload. I'll be able to tell you what my reload is in just a second here. 30.76, so I'm almost at 2 shots a minute. Whereas what it had said was, I believe, 1.7. 30.76 is very, very good for a tier 10 artillery. I should have ran those over, but I didn't. No big deal. I'm going to come right in here. Get myself turned. Oh, we got a WZ-120 coming up this side. See if I can get to him at all. $299, tracked him, used his repair kit, backing up in case I already seen where I shot from, and be ready to try to take another shot. But he's probably going to be dead before I even get reloaded. Yep, I knew it. So we'll spin over to the other side and see about this other WZ. And that is a knockout. See what we can do with this heavy. No, I can't do anything. He's back behind that hill, so I'm going to go back over to this far side and see what I can get a shot at over here. They know that Arty's watching, so they're going to try to stay as Arty safe as possible. We have nothing over there lighting shit up. Got a T-54, but that's not much. Try to help him out here, but I got to get closed in on him first. $5.99 on the IS-7. T-54 was going to try to get a side shot on him, just wasn't good enough. And Object 268 finishes off the IS-7. Oh, there we go. Somebody over there lighting things up now. However, by the time I'm reloaded, that E5 is going to be hidden. There's the E100. I wonder how much damage I can do to him. Let's see. He's moving, so let's shoot right there. Nope. Finally took out that T-57 Heavy. Get reloaded, I can get shots on that E-100. Or the 103, or the 4502. And he's going to where I'm not going to be able to get him. .843 to the 103, not a bad shot. So far I've been lucky in there. Arty's not been watching for me to shoot. Hit the E5. There's one I want to get rid of, but he's probably going to be hidden before I can get loaded. Yeah, he went dark anyway. A lot of stuff on this other side. These guys need to get moved over here. I can't see a thing over here. So we don't know where they're at. They could be moving right on up. See if I can do something to this E75. If I can get closed in on them. And they're all still moving up there. I don't get it. They know there's a ton of them on this other side, and they're just moving right up there. A little bit of help for him. Chances are that that shot would not have been a kill if I hadn't done that damage to him. Now I don't remember if this is my first or second game that I've played in this. I think it's my first, so I'll be playing one more. Close in and fire. Oh shoot, I just shot at a dead tank. I hit him though. Just don't do a whole lot of good when you're shooting at a dead tank. Still got guys down here. Last they were seen anyway, they were down here. But nothing's getting lit, so I don't know. They all could be moving over towards that other side because of the fact they can see that we've got a bunch of them over there. There is the T-54. And it seems how I had to move my hull. Oh good, somebody tracked him. Hopefully he's already used his repair kit. Closing in on him. Hopefully he's still there. And we'll never know. You could probably see my screen flashing. I think my graphics card's going out, because if I'm playing War Thunder or World of Warcraft, every once in a while my screen will just die, basically. Things are only lit for a very, very short time, and this thing takes so long to close in. If I have to move my hull, it's even worse. Okay, they took him out. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a win. Yep, you can click on that all you want, but if I can't see him, I can't shoot him. I'm not going to just throw one in there and hope. You spot it, I'll shot it. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound right, but it rhymes. Hard to say where they moved to. Chances are very good that they moved to a totally different area, so what good is it going to be for me to just shoot randomly up there? Nothing at all. However, I have done that and hit them. In fact, I had a totally different reticle once that my XVM worked well with it, and it showed me a line of shot. There's their arty. And there's their arty dead. And with that line of shot, I had lined up on my mini-map so that that line of where my gun was aiming was right over where that showed that they were at one time. And I actually killed them, which is surprised the hell out of me. Now he's the only one left. They need to force him to come out of cover in order for me to shoot him at all. I'll try that. Attract him. And he'll be dead before I get reloaded. Yep, not a bad game. Not a bad game at all. And not knowing whether that was the first or second game that I played, I think I'll go ahead and play one more. I did 3257 in damage. Damage upon assisting, which would be for, let's see, tracking? That one's yeah, because I definitely didn't spot anything. There you are. I tracked him and they did 1122 in damage by me tracking him. But you get experience for that. So there's 3257. How does that stack up? That puts me in third place in damage, and I also got the Confederate medal. And that Confederate medal is damage to at least 6 vehicles or destroy their tracks. So is at least 6. How many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take away the 2 that were destroyed. That is exactly the 6 that I needed to get the Confederate medal. Made 31,000, not too shabby in a tier 10 arty, and 2412 in experience. So let's go ahead and jump right into one more and see if we can do the same thing. That's hopefully it's a good map. Do not be Himmelsdorf, do not be Insk. El Haluf, wonderful. I do like this map. Depending on what side we're on, I usually will go up into the upper hills, but seeing how we're on this side, I think I'm going to drop back to the very back where I get better shots at the A2, which is always a good fight over at the A2 line on this map. We do have another arty, and I need to get an idea where he's going to go, for one. If he's going back there, I may go to my normal spot. And so far everybody's still so bunched together that I have no idea where he's headed. I can't even see where he's at. There he is. He's coming back this direction, but he's going over more to that side. I want to go right up here where I can get good shots at that A2 line. Always have good shots right away. However, you either have one or two issues. You're not set up where you want to be, or you're not loaded. This time I was loaded but wasn't set up where I wanted to be. don't want to shoot down in there because chances are really good I'm going to hit that rock instead. I don't think I have any shot. No, I don't have any shots on that IS-7 at all. Object 416 I could have done. See, I lose. That red line means that I can't fire. We're just going to hit somewhere up on the hill. Probably one of our guys if I was to do that. So now I want to go ahead and set up for them looking over on A2. Oh, very, very nice shot there, dude. IS-7 is now gone. He's waiting to see if anything pops over that rise there. Now, sometimes somebody will go up there and spot down the hill and you can get shots down this way, but now that I moved, my reticle's not ready. And I don't have shots at them. Not good, not good. I need him to back up a bit before I could hit him. Same way with that E-75. He needs to either come forward or back. Oh, there we got shot on him. There we got a shot. And only 27 damage. Was not a direct hit. However, I should move in case their arty had seen me. I don't think I can shoot at this guy. Actually, I could. But they got to spot him again. Now, if they take that building out, I could hit him. If I took the building out, they could hit him, one or the other. Nice shot. And of course, so just as I get over here, the KV-4 is no longer lit. He was lit for a long time, and then all of a sudden not. So I've done a whole 27 damage so far. Alright, come on up, IS-8. And we'll just see if we can pop a shot into you. Ooh, their 261's got shots, whereas I do not. Come on, close in, close in. And no good. No joy, you might say. See, they got people coming down and lighting us up. We have no one going over trying to light them up in any way, shape, or form. I don't know why we have a TD way back here where arty's normally at. Getting a bad draw on where the shells are dropping. I need him to come around and peek on this side of that vehicle. He just isn't going to do it. E75. Very limited over there where we can shoot. There we go. Anonymous normally means a solicitor of some sort. So we'll let that ring. It only rings 4.1 times. I say 0.1 because it's just, yeah, you might have heard that. Hopefully that Lorraine's got shots on that bat chat, because I will not have a shot on him. Right over the E75. Everybody running away from that bat chat instead of facing him. Oh, come on. Got hit a couple times there. Thankfully, Arty missed me. Very low on health right now. So many dead tanks over there, it's going to be really hard to do anything. Now maybe if they force them down the... Well, no, I'm in a bad spot now. And I might have had him, but... I don't know how I'm alive. I should have been dead, but... They're already missed me enough that the splash didn't do shit. Don't have any shots on the 268. I want to say they probably have one here or here. Perhaps one here. It's really hard to tell. I know that I usually go up over in this area on this map just to be able to try to get shots on that A2. And I shot over him. That was weird because I don't think my reticle went out that far. Could be sitting up in here too. Actually down there. I can't get to him, but they can. Alright. Another win. I didn't do the greatest. I did a whole 587 damage, which is not good at all, but I got a kill. I'm happy with the fact I got a kill. When I shot 8 times, I had 1 direct hit, 1 splash damage. Not real good. I got hit twice. 480 potential damage when I actually have 510 hit points. Pretty close. That's about what I had left too. So he did his full damage that he could do, he did to me. So that is the Object 261. It's a very good tank if you've got the shots. If you've seen in the first game, did very, very well. Something like 2,700 damage, I think it was. Let's just go back and look. Here we go. 3,200. I forgot all about the blind shots when I actually did damage to things I couldn't see. So that was a much better game. But the 261 is a very good arty. It's much straighter shooter than a lot of the other ones, so they pretty much have to be out in the open. But if they are out in the open, they are pretty much dead. Not sure what I'm going to do next. Still waiting to see if anybody's going to tell me, hey, you know, I'd like to see what this tank can do or that tank can do, because I've got that one coming up and I want to see it's good at bad points. Arty, seems how that's the main reviews I've been doing so far. The bad points on all of those, every single one of them, very low hit points, low armor. Once they're spotted, they're pretty much dead, normally. I got really, really lucky on that last one that Arty missed me by a bunch, and that T69 only got 2 shots off before I was able to get myself moved over where he couldn't get to me. So that's the bad part on every single arty. Armor and hit points. I still keep a repair kit, a med kit, and a fire extinguisher just in case, but they're purely cosmetic, because normally if you get tracked, you're done. If something happens and you need to use a med kit, by the time you even use it, obviously somebody has seen you and their arty is going to take you out. Fire extinguisher, very low hit points on it anyway, so if you catch fire, by the time you even use it, you've probably burnt up anyway. So they're purely cosmetic in my opinion. The only good thing about the repair kit is if arty misses you enough to where it just tracks you, then you can repair it real fast and move and hope that their other arty doesn't get you in the process. That's going to be it for this Object 261 review. Next, I think I might actually go to some TDs. We'll see. But for now, hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, whatever it is while you're watching this, and I'll see you on the next video.